Ball is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
That bad one.
Defense able to plug him up there as he gets a yard to the 35. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone. He had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's Prescott. And a quick
good catch.
That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Prescott.
Wow.
Incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envision a much better season.
That was a good play, man. I'm mad they stopped me. I probably had. They was on it, but he was still open. You gotta turn it up so man.
Anger is on the
They stopped
punt, and
us.
he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first
It was a Thursday night game. I should have went easy on the practice. That's my fault.
Second-round pick in 2019.
That's
Out of
my fault.
Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
You can't let you lock forces.
They fake the handoff, now Lock.
That's how you do it.
And he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That could have worked.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lock now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
On the screen.
Screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright?
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And got his
Wow.
complete.
Open.
It's a big play for the Giants.
How did he get that open? Wow, the safety.
3rd down. 47 yards.
That's crazy.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he is met in his tracks
That was
behind the line
crazy.
of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. To throw it is Locke. That's complete to Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They clearly wanted to come out aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great covers there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold.
Let's get a stop, man.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got it for
I've seen it.
Malik Mills with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
That's so much.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7-8. We had got the ball first.
To kick it away.
Damn.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because
Good catch.
you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are,
All these niggas
it
about to
actually
be
allows
getting
them to
hurt.
down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Good one.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Prescott. That's going to be knocked
Tried it.
and incomplete. The Cowboys at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. They run here with Dowdle.
And they gonna call a motherfucker hole.
All the way down to the 35.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hole.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion goes the tight end. Prescott from the gun on third.
He dropped it.
Broken up. The contact well thrown there, and now fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right?
Go, man.
A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them
They ran a screen.
make the fundamental tackle.
Caught me.
Third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Locke. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that
You almost got that pick.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Locke. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson.
Good stop.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the 1st down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. This is taken at the 15. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes to a division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated.
You need 6, man.
At this stage of the season,
He's
it has a
running
little
on.
extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Prescott steps away to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And Lamb took his game a step further a season ago with career highs in yards, touchdowns, and catches. 135, the most in the league. He wears number 88 on his jersey. That means he is wide receiver 1 for the Dallas Cowboys. The next thing he wants to add, leading his team to a Super Bowl.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
I'm taking this whole drive.
You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
Damn, we lost yards.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
You might could do it. You might could do it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Gangster. Gangster.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job.
I saw the spacing.
So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
You did that.
And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
You did that.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So with 30 seconds
you gotta get after
they
him.
will line up to kick this one away.
We need to start looking deep.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports
crazy
Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
We need to stop.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And now the
I want to turn
the
over.
25 to the 27. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Lock.
Deep. You beat it up.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and
Beat
many
it up.
coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance
All
there
right.
defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen.
You gotta run that rock
He'll
now,
punt it
though.
away for the second time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game?
Zach Martin
Try and
wanted
get
to
back
get
to
hurt.
some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
I could have caught. You could have caught that. Should have caught that.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He just lost Zach Martin.
Game so far, limited scoring
Oh, he
opportunities.
dislocated his damn
There's
ankle.
another chance that goes unfulfilled.
30 inches.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
Fuck, I didn't get that.
Been there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me,
I could have got it.
enough to go ahead and punt the football.
It looked like they.
Defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will
Yeah.
decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. But now he appears to be in some pain. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
We done lost our damn running back.
Running behind center, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion in a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. Go.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points
on the carry.
Those are the plays that need to continue to convert.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. They just keep marching.
Prescott, 102 yards.
A pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Hey, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll do a nice job
Cowboys go to the
fight his
fullback.
way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Kill. Go. Get out there. We're going to 54. Why in?
Now Prescott. That is caught.
Turbo holds on to that one.
1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure to
Touchdown!
And the Cowboys hit Ferguson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock. You're in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Block now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as the man is shaken up. 2nd and a couple.
Let's go.
On to give, it's Tracy. And he's stopped after
The Cowboys converted on the run and stopped Tracy.
3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 1, and the Giants just get it.
Down at about the 38. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke running right on the option. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now to the air. Locke. This is caught. And he will take it on for a Giant touchdown.
The Giants catch the Cowboys.
2 catches, 2
Switching off my
touchdowns here so
weaknesses.
far. And the
That's
Giants
okay.
have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Let's
Get
go
over the
down.
extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Kill. 47. 46.
Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards.
Out route to Ferguson, complete for 7.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to take this one.
And a nice run, but they're going to flag it.
Holding offense.
Holding on
So now
Ferguson.
lineman, but the tight end instead this time drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. Right check. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Here we go. 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson.
Tight one to Ferguson, caught.
And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here we go. What today? At 47.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And that certainly appears to be a critical
CD
conversion
Lamb.
right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take
Getting hard to
valuable
guard.
time
Deuce
off the clock
Vaughn
as
lined up.
well. They have to feel really good about that last
Deuce Vaughn.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still a couple yards short of the
Third and
first.
2. Cowboys up 3.
They run again with Dowdle.
Rico down to the outside. 13 rushes, 50 yards.
For a first down.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking
The Cowboys turn option in this step
no
down.
time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Kill.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
There we go. 47. Here we go, 46.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete.
And the pass to Ferguson incomplete.
It's going to lead to third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Cowboys to Blake Ferguson.
Now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51
It's
left.
4th and 1. The Cowboys are going to go for it.
Hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Rico Dowdle
With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
and the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead.
And sometimes you got to do it on the ground. That's becoming
The extra
good.
point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
It was just about over.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants now down 24-14. A minute 44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Locke. He's got Johnson into space at the 45. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Giants moving the ball.
Get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Lock to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4.
Neighbors makes the catch.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Lock. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's
Lock makes the catch.
He's a rookie, and you don't
Cowboys
want
force
to get
him out.
potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Locke.
That time the Cowboys sent that blitz and they got through.
The 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and pressure.
Another sack.
They got him once again. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Giants call a timeout.
Stop him with a little over 30 ticks
We'll
to
kick
go in
for
the
3.
football game. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to get it back to a 1-score game.
Kick is
Gano's
up,
kick
good.
is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a
Back
spectator
to
for much
7.
of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise on the
Cowboys come out
It's a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire
and
game.
try to hit Ferguson.
Percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The
4th and
offense
inches,
here now budging. They're
Cowboys.
going to fight for it on 4th
Gonna
and
go
inches.
for it.
We go 47. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
CeeDee
This is
Lamb.
going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than